Welcome to the Roster Podcast. I am Stephen here with Rob, Jake, Matt. We're going to do a basketball podcast today. Talk about how our teams are going, some general stuff about the league. Because we didn't organise it super well, so we're just going to banter for half an hour instead. How are you guys doing?
Good. Very good.
Lit, bro.
You guys happy with your teams? Happy with basketball at the moment?
Yes. Don't ask me yet.
How about those Celtics
I'd
today,
just like
Matt?
to say the Bulls are the best team in NBA history. We're still going to beat the record this season.
Well, maybe we should start with Matt's Mavs since we usually go to Matt last, so we'll go to Matt first this time. How do you feel about the Dallas Mavericks?
I mean,
They're not doing great.
no,
so.
not good. We're 2-8 at the moment, which is not good. Not what I thought would be. Like, I didn't think either the Mavs would be like a great team, but I thought that we'd still be a playoff bound team.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's not looking very likely.
No. Well, hang on. You've had injuries and stuff though.
Oh yeah, we've had a lot of injuries. Dirk's missed a lot of games. He's missed a couple games so far. Deron Williams has missed some games. And we've just got news today from the game against Celtics that JJ Barea is going to be out, and he's been our best guard for the year so far. So, guess what, guys? It's Seth Curry time in Dallas.
Yeah.
Do you see the Mavs making a trade to get another point guard? Or do you think they'll have faith in Seth Curry to run the point?
Look, it's not going to last long. Hopefully, JJ Barea's injury isn't bad, but I don't think it's going to be a short-term one. It doesn't look good. And of course, Devin Harris is still out. So basically, like,
all your guards.
It's just
all
injuries.
our point
You just
guards
gotta
are
wait
gone.
for him.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is Harrison Barnes' time to shine. He's got to bring the ball
He's
up.
been playing really good.
Got to score.
H. Barnes
got to
been doing
rebound.
well.
He's
been
got to
doing-
do everything. He's got to average a quadruple double.
He's going to have to.
He's like putting up 22 points a game and
He
stuff.
is.
So
He's
looking pretty
actually, he's been what Mark Cuban and the Mavs wanted.
Yeah.
And they were hoping he'd be.
Yes.
On the offensive side of the ball, he's scoring really well. 22 points a game. He hasn't really done much with his passing and ball handling though. He's still averaging only one assist a game, which is not what you want from like your main scorer at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
for the amount of touches he's getting, he's not moving the ball.
I wonder though, like, who's he passing to really? Like, who do the Mavs have who's going to hit a shot off a H. Barnes pass?
I mean, the Mavs would hope Wes Matthews would hit a shot, but he hasn't really been doing that very often at the moment. And then, we've got Dirk out, we've got these other point guards out, so there's not much ball movement going around. We've got the worst pace in the league, or one of the worst offensive efficiency in the league. So there's not a lot of ball movement going along, not a lot of passing, not a lot of hitting shots.
I think, like, it's the sort of thing where you can't really judge if H. Barnes is going to be a good passer in that system or not until you get the players back who are going to be the ones he's going to want to pass to. Because right now he's probably getting told, like, our best option is for you to shoot the ball, probably.
He would have the green light right now.
Yeah, exactly.
When I look at Harrison Barnes, I look at him like Kawhi Leonard in 2013. Like, just before he broke out. Very good shooting.
In terms of player
but
style or in
how he
terms of...
plays.
But Kawhi always played defense. H. Barnes is a really good defender.
H. Barnes works hard.
Like, you know,
is a
he's
very
solid,
good
but
defender.
he's not Kawhi. Even before
Yeah,
he
he doesn't have, like, the instincts that Kawhi
I feel
does.
like he takes one more step and he's a really good player
Yeah.
with his playmaking. Like, it doesn't help that he definitely doesn't have the players on his team to pass to.
Exactly.
And they have put him in this situation where it's like, it's you're our number one dude. Like,
He's a small stride away from being an all-star.
exactly.
I could always see him as, like, maybe not Melo's skill level, but I could see him as, like, a Melo style player, like, at the 4, where you post up a lot, spread the floor and stuff. But Melo's probably a better passer.
He does
So it's sort of like...
have that ability
Yeah.
to go into the post and bully people that aren't up to him physically. Like, he can turn around and shoot the ball, but I don't think he's at Melo's level.
He won't be at Melo's level, but
So Matt, as a Mavs fan, I just want to ask you, what do you want the Mavs to do? Would you like them to stick it out? Hopefully they can make playoffs, get Dirk some last runs, or do you just want to see them blow it up?
I'm a fan of the get as far as you can and just make playoffs, and because I mean that's the way the Mavs broke through in 2011. You just, if every year you can make the playoffs, eventually things can go your way. But this year's not looking good. With all the injuries we've got, I don't know where we're going to get any wins from.
yeah.
Even if Barnes is putting up career numbers, it doesn't really matter if the other guys around him aren't doing anything. So I wouldn't be disappointed if we were one of the worst teams.
The Mavs still have their picks, so it's not the end of the world.
Thank God.
I think, like, they're just, like, going to be like, all right, let's compete while Dirk's here, and then when Dirk stops being here, things probably change.
Yeah, then we see how we go then.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can't do Dirk dirty like that.
Yeah, but I think like getting H Barnes is like a pretty good pickup. Like
Yeah.
regardless of like what happens this season and stuff, having him show some stuff.
Yeah, for the next
Like,
4 years, it's
yeah.
going to be good.
It's good for them to be able to actually get a free agent that wants to go
So
there.
you've got Harrison Barnes. Let's say you pick up someone in the draft next season that injects you with a bit of youth.
Hopefully a point guard.
Dirk on the
some
way
good
out.
points.
A new era of Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Basketball
This is,
important.
and it's just like what we do with like how long Dirk has to go. Is he gonna stick around for another year after this? You'd think so because he signed a contract for another 2 years. So
He definitely wants to play.
he does want
He
to.
really wants
And
to play.
he, the way he's been playing of recent years, he looks like he could go a few more years.
Yeah,
He's still
exactly.
one of the toughest guards at four with that fall away.
Absolutely.
Unguardable until he dies, pretty much.
Yeah, as long as he can stand on two legs and fade,
Exactly.
he'll have it. Yeah. Do you reckon they'll get better? Do you reckon they'll still push for playoffs, or are you thinking maybe not?
I think if everyone has a speedy recovery, we can still push for a 7th or 8th seed, but I don't really know if that's going to happen.
I think that's you just being a little bit optimistic there. You just got to look at everyone else who's already gotten off to a good start. You know, there are so many good teams in the West.
You
The
can't-
West stepped down
You
to
can't
11.
fall behind
Good.
early.
You fall behind early, you're playing catch up. It's just when it comes down to those real grinded out games at the end of the season where everyone needs those wins to get that 8th seed, the other teams are going to be playing just as hard and they've already got those wins up their sleeve.
I still think they might sneak in.
They are a chance, yeah. I'm not,
They're coached by Rick Carlisle.
Exactly.
He knows what he's
Exactly.
doing. So
Yeah.
and they've got the savvy veterans that, you know, you don't write them off. But
Yeah.
it's an uphill battle and they're only 6 games behind par at the moment, so you just see how they go.
yeah. And Matt, Harrison Barnes is our most improved pick. So if he keeps playing well,
Hey, I mean, he's doubled his points from last year.
I'm sorry, guys, but he's not winning it. Devin Booker.
Has he improved?
There is
or
no way Devin Booker is not winning most
has,
improved.
has he
He's a
improved, or is he
second-year
just getting the ball more?
but that's what most improved is. It's
Okay.
like,
Mm.
do you get more opportunity and suddenly hit more shots?
Nah.
And take the other
See that,
team.
that
Yeah.
that's how you perceive it, I guess, because like he hasn't improved that much. Like his numbers are like a lot better, but his minutes.
I
And
mean, I think he's improved like
Yeah.
immensely.
oh no, no, I'm not saying that he hasn't improved. I'm just saying like he hasn't taken as big as steps as it looks like, because
Yeah.
he's always had this ability to score like this or do this and that, but playing at Golden State, he never had the chance.
Well,
So
at the
that's
same
why
time,
that's
like-
why it sort of depends how you see improvement.
Well, I'm like heartened by the fact he looks confident playing now. Like, because in Golden State, he's sort of like off the ball. Like, he'd hit threes and stuff, but he never really looked like confident on that team because he was always sort of an outsider.
Yeah,
because
he had
it's
some
just
bad series.
Yeah.
So he just
That's
couldn't
what I
hit
mean.
anything.
Well, why would you not feel confident when you know you're not one of the best options? If you're taking the shots and you're like, oh, someone better probably could have taken that shot, you know. And
All
Yeah,
the props to him after the 2016 finals. Coming out this season, bouncing back, playing good basketball, like those finals, and basically people saying he cost Golden State after not hitting those shots in the corner, shooting woeful. I think the Mavs. I don't know. I can't judge how they'll be this season. I think
yeah,
this season sort of they're not a wash. They're not going to win the title, so they're obviously it might be better for them just to take the draft pick.
yeah.
I'm hoping we get a good pick at least.
Because the draft class is stacked.
Yeah, but hey, and on Harrison again, that change to be from the 5th, 6th guy on offense to being the lead guy is also part of that improvement as well. You can't say the most improved is only about your ability.
Yeah.
If you can improve your mental play and the role you take in a team and how you approach the game, that's definitely part of it as well.
If you give a bad player more shots, they're just going to miss more shots. Like, there is something to if you get more shots and make more shots, that's still an improvement.
He's shooting 49% so far.
Yeah.
yeah, he's definitely playing well. Like he's showing a lot of character this season, and I just hope he can keep it up throughout the season. Like we've got to just remember we're 10 games in,
Yeah.
roughly. So you know we'll just see how it ends up panning out for him.
Do we want to bounce to the Bulls then, since you finished up last?
Yep.
Do you like the Bulls in the moment, Rob?
I don't know what to make out of the Bulls. Like one day you look at them and you're like, yep, they can go toe to toe with your Spurs, Clippers, your Golden State Warriors, but you know, then another day it's like, well, they can't even hold up par against the Pacers.
Yeah.
So when they're firing, it's great. It's fun to watch. They play exciting basketball, but when they don't and the ball just gets stopped,
Do you think
I
that
don't know.
it's a lot for them because they're not great 3-point shooters, but they've shown they can make 3-point shots? So if they're making their threes, they look legit, but because they're not as good at shooting threes, they drop off?
I don't think that's
Or is it more having
problem.
Rondo, Wade?
I think it's just having so many ball
Yeah.
heavy players. Like even when we have our good 3-point shooters on the court, like, we still don't get that many. Our offense isn't running very smoothly.
Yeah.
So, look, the 3-point shooting's been a nice surprise, seeing Wade improve.
D-Wade.
Immensely. And, like, to improve this much this late in his career is...
What's he shooting percentage-wise, Matt?
35%, which is pretty good for him.
Yeah.
He's hit 12 threes in 11
it's
games.
great. See,
More
for
than
me,
one
it's
game.
it's not the percentage that he's shooting, it's the amount he's shooting that shows how confident he is that he can hit those shots.
I wonder if Hoiberg was really pushing, like, yeah, we need spacing and you're going to have to take these sort of shots.
Exactly. Like, because that's why these 3-point stats a lot of the time don't tell the true story when, like, especially with the Bulls, because I watch every game, half the time it's just, Wade's got to take a bailout, step back, fade away three because the offense has just stopped completely. And, of course, he's not going to hit it, but, you know, it's just fun to watch. Like,
Wade reminds me of Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, early in his career, couldn't hit a 3-ball to save his life. Like, late in his career, though, you know, you lose the step, and you've got to improve if you want to stay.
You need to add a skill if you lose
Exactly, and adding that 3-point shot, he can still take it to the rim.
Yeah, he's
Like,
shown
Absolutely. He's still a great slasher.
Still take it to the rim, but now with the 3-point shot, he's a very tough guard. And with the Bulls, it's hard when your point guard, Rondo, hard to talk about him, but when
Rondo is Jake's favourite player,
he
for those who
only-
don't know.
he's the most frustrating player
Yeah.
to watch because one game he lights it up. He shows you things that you didn't think were possible on the court. The other game he's just 1 point, 2 assists,
And
34 minutes.
and 5 turnovers. But yeah,
Oh.
exactly. But the thing with the Bulls that's really impressed me the most is Jimmy Butler. The steps he's taken this season, he's playing leaps and bounds better than he ever has. His offense is on a whole new level. He's still an elite defender, and he's hitting his jump shots and he's getting to the rim and he's drawing lots of fouls.
Jimmy Butler, is he a good passer?
It's hard to say. Like, he gets the ball around and he gets plenty of assists.
Yeah.
He's not, for a small forward, he's not one of your elite passers. Like, you wouldn't put him anywhere near LeBron or even Melo for that matter.
Yeah.
But he can definitely do it. Like,
So is it more he's not a willing passer, or...
I don't think that's the problem. I think it's just more the way the Bulls' offense runs. Is a lot of the time, like, when he gets the ball, it's closer to the end of the shot clock.
So
He makes his own shots. But then again, that's what I mean. That's why it's hard to judge when you sort of got Wade and Rondo on the team that are your obvious ball handlers.
Yeah, so he's going to be getting it later on.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the intent will be probably for him to shoot.
But he can definitely pass it and he can definitely shoot it and do everything. He's just...
I think post All-Star break, 10 games to go, the Bulls are healthy. Rondo starts firing up into the playoffs. They give teams trouble.
Yeah.
Wade, Rondo, Butler in the playoffs, all putting in.
All experience in the playoffs.
Exactly. Even Lopez. Lopez has filled the center spot quite nicely.
He's a very underrated defender. He's a great rim protector.
He does exactly what you want on that team, is rebound, defend, and not need a ton of the ball to be effective.
And the biggest surprise for me on the Bulls has been Jerry and Grant. Like, Rondo didn't play yesterday because I'm not 100% sure. I think he got a small injury or something. Yeah, calf. I think it was. Yeah. So he was a bit injured. So Grant starts his first game and he just obliterated Lillard. Lillard could not hold a candle to him.
Nice.
He crossed him up and beat him lots.
Just his speed
good
got him,
team.
or...
See, I don't think it was even that because Lillard's fast. So I think it was just more that Lillard didn't expect.
Underestimated him.
Yeah, he underestimated him because he had a nice couple of crosses using Lopez's screens, and then he took it to the rim. He was hitting a couple of jump shots, playing good defense on him. So he's a good young guy. He could be the future point guard when Rondo's done and dusted at the Bulls.
Yeah. Matt, you've been looking at stats over there. You got anything interesting to say, or are you just...
Back to Jimmy Butler we were talking about. He is putting up almost 25 a game and on almost 50-49 shooting. So that's
pretty impressive.
pretty good.
How many assists is he on?
He gets 4.5 a game.
That's pretty good. How many rebounds? Is it like 7 or so?
Yeah, six boards a game.
That's like, those are pretty legit numbers.
How many minutes is he playing?
Only, and I say only, because of his
the
pass
Thibodeau
roll,
era of-
34 minutes a game.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's really good.
manageable.
It's really
Which
efficient.
this is going to be one of the best things for the Bulls long term season wise is when they've been winning big. When they've been losing pretty comfortably. So their starters haven't had to play grinded out minutes at the end of games, play the nitty gritty grind.
I think
they've been getting good rest. So even now we're on our big road trip for the season, and our first game we won by over 20. So our starters got a nice little break.
they meet anyone they meet anyone but the Cavs in the playoffs. They should feel like they could win that series.
Even the Cavs, I feel like we could definitely give the Cavs a run for their
And
money.
it'd be good to see Wade versus LeBron.
That's
in
what
the
I mean.
playoff
Like,
series.
Also,
and
I
Jimmy
love-
versus LeBron.
I love Jimmy Buckets on LeBron.
yes.
Ever since he played was it 2 seasons ago where he played 48 minutes just defending
Yeah.
LeBron? I've been so impressed. That is a lot of high level basketball to play against the best player in the world.
There are not many people in the league who can do something.
I don't
like
know if
that.
there's anyone else.
I'd put him maybe Kawhi if Kawhi didn't have to do the offensive load.
Yeah,
I'd say Kawhi would be up there, and no one else is coming to mind.
yeah. Maybe Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. He has a lot of energy.
KG. MKG.
Well, since none of us are Hornets fans, we might move on to Jake with the Celtics, who have been struggling as well for similar reasons to the Mavs, I think. Injuries.
Yeah, we're 6-5 at the moment for 6th place.
So
in
you
the
still,
East.
I thought you were under 500, but that's alright.
Yeah, we're 6-5.
They
We've
won
got
today.
to win today
Yeah,
over
okay.
Dallas.
Huh? What? I didn't say that.
Yeah, we've got injuries to Al Horford, our big pickup, and Jay Crowder. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I called that.
Yeah.
You say unfortunately, but you did say that was best case scenario.
So, even with our roster fully intact, people say we can compete with the Raptors. And,
I don't see
and
it.
I see us a tier below the Raptors right now. It's our first season together. We need one more piece. One more piece.
What sort of player would you think?
See, I don't
like
know,
for
because
that,
you
yeah.
feel like, a wing player, but we're really high on Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
And I think it might be Avery Bradley who might be the one to go.
See, for all the talk that Danny Ainge is so good at this and that, the fact that he didn't manage to get a trade for Jimmy Butler when the Bulls were willing, 100% willing to trade for the pick,
He is.
and Jimmy could have been that guy who could have made a difference for them.
He's holding out for that perfect.
That's a good thing though. He is even though he didn't you'd like to see him pull the trigger or something like that, but he's shown in the past that he knows what he's doing. So he's just biding his time until that player pops up.
I think-
the player that he knows fits the system and will make them a contender.
Ever since Danny Ainge traded Kendrick Perkins in 2011, cost us the title, by the way. Star Shaquille O'Neal. After that, he's sort of realised that chemistry means a lot. You cannot trade someone away who means a lot to the chemistry of the team and bring someone in and hope that it'll work. So he's really waiting for someone he thinks will fit Brad Stevens' system, will get along with all the guys. But I don't know if we make a trade this year. I think we wait out for free agency and see what happens.
Well, the
there.
thing is, you've still got Brooklyn.
Exactly,
So you can easily trade that and one of your vast amount of pieces you have. You have lots of trade assets. You can pull a trigger for a trade.
It's not bad seeing our young guys, Brown and Marcus Smart, get playing time. Jaylen Brown, I really like him. I think he could be something really good, especially in this league.
You did pick him for Rookie of the Year,
I
so
did.
you've been thinking
I
that for a bit.
don't think he'll be Rookie of the Year now. After I just think he doesn't get enough opportunity within our system. Isaiah Thomas, though, I have to talk about Isaiah
He's
Thomas.
killing it offensively.
My 5'9" probably will be favourite player by the end of this season.
Matt, do you have stats for Isaiah?
27 points a game
Jeez.
at the moment. Shooting 46 from the field.
How many minutes is he playing?
Only 33.
Which is
Pretty
good.
I think
Yeah.
how efficiently he gets to the basket and converts is incredible. The way he uses his body in the paint is amazing.
I think
if you haven't seen it,
something that everyone always forgets though, he was the 60th pick. 59 other players picked before him, and he's turned out to be one of the best from that draft class.
Yeah, he's an all-star. I don't. Who else was in that draft? What
have
point
no
guard
idea.
was in that draft?
I'm not sure.
Was that the Kyrie draft?
I don't think so.
Or was that the one after? I don't know.
I have a feeling it might have been the Giannis draft.
Yeah. That was a weakish draft.
A
But
guy
it could have been the year before. But either way,
And the Kings picked him.
Still, 60th
Yeah,
pick
So
of
like
the Kings.
and the Kings don't do anything that makes sense. So
a guy that needed someone to believe in him.
Yeah.
And look at what he's doing now. He'll be an all-star this year, I hope.
yep, I imagine so.
I feel like if he keeps up this play, there's no reason why
Probably
he
a
shouldn't
spot
be.
for him.
Yeah, if he stays healthy, he's an all-star. He's 27 a game in the East.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this season we're a 4-5 seed.
Do you think what do you think the biggest weakness on the team right now is?
I think our bench depth.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, our bench, our bench has up and down games. Like we've got Smart, Urepko, a few other guys. Cody Zeller, Tyler Zeller.
One of the Zellas.
One of the Zellers.
A lot of Zella going around.
Cody's at the Hornets.
Yeah,
that's
Tyler Zeller, but we don't have a consistent scoring off our bench.
Yeah.
So sometimes our offense with our starting lineup is a bit. We run a lot of dribble handoff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
another
is-
shooter in that really
Yeah.
good shooter
Yeah.
would be beneficial. That
Clay
Avery
Thompson.
Bradley has been really good.
Clay
I think
Thompson?
Clay Thompson would probably work. And if you could swing A-Brad for Thompson, that's probably a trade you make.
If we could just swing Clay Thompson and Anthony Davis twice for nothing,
That could
that
work.
would be nice.
That could work.
But yeah, I think we're a 4-5 seed. I don't think people really picked us, we're the Cavs major contenders. We're a team who haven't played together.
People just love to hype up someone to take on LeBron.
And I
No
love
one
Brad Stevens, so that's why I was
Yeah.
pretty high on them
Exactly.
because I think he's a legitimately superstar coach.
I think they'll still be really good.
Yeah.
They could still end up with the 2nd or 3rd seed, but they need Horford back soon, and
Yeah.
they need
When's
to come
Crowder
back.
back? Do we have any idea?
It'll be it'll be a week or
A
two.
week.
What did he do?
Ankle.
Okay, so he just rolled his ankle.
Yeah,
Sprained it.
he
Okay.
came down on one of the Chicago's players. I forgot.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but yeah, it came down bad.
Yeah, and they're playing it safe with Al Horford because you never want to mess around
Yeah.
with a concussion.
Yeah,
But they
no.
should be back soon, and I think you guys,
Yeah.
with the other players have been playing well enough.
Yeah.
You haven't been getting the wins, really, but
But you
Once-
haven't been getting
yeah.
slaughtered. You've
Once
been
we-
competitive.
One thing that's remained consistent is our defense.
Yeah.
It keeps us in games, definitely. But once we get our guys back, we'll start building that chemistry. And maybe post All-Star break, we'll make a run. I feel like
Yeah.
at some point in the season, we'll make some sort of run
Some
that has
chemistry will
people-
gel.
10
Yeah.
10 game streak.
that has
something
people
like that, yeah.
thinking, oh, Celtics.
They're legit.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
could
is
be
why we
some-
picked him at the start of the
Yeah.
season, sort of thing.
But I don't know. The injury bug, once we start
Exactly.
early.
Only time will tell. The Pelicans looked like they were going to shape up like this a couple of years ago. And
Yeah.
then the injury bug hit them, so
God.
Yeah.
Poor Anthony Davis. Surely that guy doesn't re-sign with them, right?
he's already re-signed last year. He's 4 years to go in his
Oh my
contract.
he's got a
Why?
while.
Why?
Because he loves money.
So,
You can't. You got to stay there.
Yes,
he,
but-
he was going to get
Oh, 'cause that was his
anyway.
rookie deal,
'cause it's
wasn't it?
a rookie
Yeah.
deal.
So Stephen, after watching Chris
Oh
Paul...
my god. I forgot that I'm part of
So,
this.
yeah, Chris Paul get absolutely screwed today.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on
that was
Clippers?
rough. They're good, apparently. I'm like...
They're 10-2. Should be 11-2, but
Mm,
yeah.
10-2.
I'm-
No, 11-1.
11-1.
Sorry.
I mean-
yeah, can maths.
My experience of being a Clippers fan, it's been 4 or 5 years. I don't know, how long have I been following basketball?
How long has Chris Paul been?
How long's Chris
Yeah.
Paul been there, pretty much? Yeah, my experience has been they've always they've been good the whole time I followed them and stuff. But
They just haven't been elite.
well, not even that. Just they've always just found a way to disappoint me a little bit, or just I can never feel comfortable being really backing them.
or just
Even back to the Donald Sterling thing,
Yeah.
they were playing really well, and we just can't quite get rid of this racist head owner and stuff. And then
You got
know.
then in last season you got players punching staff members.
And we lose to the Rockets. We're up 3-1. We lose to the Rockets. It's always something where I want to believe, and
Clippers
then it
ball
doesn't
3-1
quite work.
lead.
Sometimes with the Clippers, it's not that they get beaten, but they beat themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
They should not have lost to the Rockets.
Not at all.
That still hurts. That
You
was
let
so
Josh
good.
Smith
Josh-
hit 3-point shots.
Josh Smith, greatest player in NBA
This
history.
is an anti-Josh Smith podcast.
I disagree. Josh Smith, love you.
Welcome to the We Hate
Come to
Josh
the
Smith
Bulls.
Except for Rob podcast.
Come to the Bulls, we
Hey,
need you.
Could the Clippers possibly have a 2011 Mavericks run where they have the pieces?
It has.
They have it all falls into place.
Yeah.
And they make it. And
That's
do it.
what's killing me about this season is that we signed Mo Spates, and I love Spates. It's just
the key.
it almost seems like a perfect thing. We signed a guy I really like. Just I think he's just fun to watch. He's just a funny guy because he just takes a ton of shots. We signed him, and suddenly everything's working out. First 2 weeks of the season, I think we had our starters and our bench were the best 2 defensive lineups in the league and stuff.
Yeah, you've got the second best in terms of points against per game, and the best defensive rating in the league at the moment.
Yeah, and it's just it's going so well to the point where I felt this way against Houston. I was like, oh, Chris Paul's finally making the conference finals, and then he didn't. So I really want to believe, but I've been hurt before.
Your regular season chemistry is incredible.
If the Clippers can finally stay healthy,
Well,
'cause
you
they-
think about the fact that this team's been ridiculously good with major injuries to Chris Paul and Blake Griffin in consecutive seasons.
and they've still made
And they just
they're making
find a
second
way.
rounds.
They just make up oh yeah, this is fine because we have a bunch of good players.
Well,
And then
I like about the Clippers is you tune into them, they're either making plays or choking the game.
Yeah.
Like, it's always something with the Clippers.
They're always interesting to watch.
Exactly.
It's never a boring day
It's
with
always
the Clippers.
something.
I mean, yeah, even today.
So
like,
I'd just like to bring up that I did tip the Clippers to win the title this year.
That's true. I think
So,
in our
I
preseason
mean, but that's
you
like,
did.
I don't, like, do I want them to win now if it means you're going to be smug about it for the next year? I think I still do.
It's worth it.
Did you guys see DeAndre Jordan make 10 of 16 free throws to deny the crowd ice cream? Oh my goodness. Him and Blake Griffin were chanting, no ice cream, as they made free throw after free
It
throw.
just, like, I've gotten the impression that they like each other more this season. Like, I don't know what happened.
How
but,
about
like,
he channels that?
Most
and
mates.
Most mates,
After every
yes.
made free throw, he just starts, title. Come on.
I think I'm gonna let myself be excited because I know how to deal with the Clippers not meeting my expectations, so I think I'll be okay.
Again,
So
I think
it's
it'll
like
be
it's-
the Clippers beating themselves.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
anything.
But the thing is, if they're playing and they're enjoying each other's company and they're playing in they're not like playing not to lose, they're playing to win mentality. Maybe that's different. Like you can never know really what's going on in the locker room and stuff, but it does seem a bit different this
Just
season.
the way they're playing.
Yeah.
It seems like things are going better
Yeah.
behind the scenes this year.
And if they win the title, Chris Paul should win MVP because he's the best player on that team. Maybe.
Well,
He probably will
I'd say
win the
Blake
MVP.
Griffin. Blake Griffin's probably the best player on that team.
I don't agree, but that's because you have to be contrary about
Hey.
everything and hurt my feelings about Chris Paul.
No,
I just think
I just think Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin's really good.
Jake, I think Mbam
That's
is
a
my
good
role
one.
today.
Mbam is like being an okay player
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Like he,
Yeah, it's weird, especially because he's got that big body type of a four really,
really
in today's
quick.
NBA.
Mbam
Like, he's
Moute,
playing the small forward.
He's just
like,
showing that he's more than just a funny name.
more than
Yeah.
just an African prince.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's a prince of my Clippers heart as well.
it's better than Jeff Green. Like,
Yeah.
forget about it.
God. How's Orlando going with him? I imagine it's not good because
They're not playing
Look,
too
they're
well.
not doing
Yeah.
horrible. They started the season off
Shout out to
really
Blakey.
rocky.
shout out to Blakey D.
Um,
So, do you guys want to finish up talking about our rookies we picked and anything like that? We've got a few more minutes left before we should go. So, Matt, you picked Buddy Hield, didn't you?
For Rookie of the Year,
Yeah.
Buddy has
Yeah.
not
Oh,
done
God.
I think
what's going on
we're
with him?
us three all picked Buddy for
No,
rookie.
Jake
Yeah.
picked Jalen Brown.
No, he picked
Officially.
Oh,
He picked Buddy.
in the article.
In the
I
article you
picked
picked Jalen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, maybe you changed it because
Yeah.
the article was written before the podcast.
Yeah, I think.
I'm not sure how the
whatever.
your official pick is Jalen Brown, which
Jalen Brown will
right,
win
so-
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
No,
I'm saying it here.
Joel Embiid is playing less than
He's
23
killing it.
minutes a game. He's on a minute restriction, and he's destroying the league.
And he
I
has a
hope they-
usage rate of 150%.
I hope they-
so-
And he's
They-
still dominating.
I love Joel
I
Embiid.
hope they lift the minister restriction and he gets injured.
Oh,
Mate, that's not okay.
You need to-
You know what? I hope
Nice.
the Celtics injury.
Yeah, what
the
is it with
Celtics
you calling that
play
injury?
doesn't go away.
You're like the injury guy. on the
If
roster.
Embiid goes down, you're not coming back.
Jake has a history of laughing about injuries with sending Derrick Rose injuries over and over
I
and
do
over
send you
again
photos of
every
Derrick
time.
Rose.
I remember one time I was playing Jake in pickup 1-on-1, and he faked a broken hand to get the ball off me and hit a layup. So he likes an injury. He's not opposed to them.
I do get injured sometimes in real life.
I'm going to
riddance.
throw some Embiid stats at you
Yes,
guys.
let's do that.
So in 22 minutes, he's averaging 18 points a game and 7 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, and he's hitting one 3-pointer every game as well.
Yeah, he's probably winning.
What the heck?
Do you have any idea what his usage rate is and his per 36 are? Because I think
Yep,
they're
I
pretty
can give you
amazing.
that. His per 36 is 29,
Yeah.
Oh,
29
wow.
and 12.
I saw somewhere that he had like the best per 36 or like the second best.
I think
Like-
D'Angelo's might be better than his.
No, like in like NBA history or something for like
Oh,
no, it was like
really?
no, it was like some joke like about of players who've played 24 minutes or
okay,
more.
just while we're on it though, D'Angelo.
Oh,
Lakers are good.
The Lakers need to
Lakers
give
are good.
D'Angelo more minutes.
Lakers-
He is tearing it up, but
Lak-
he's not getting enough minutes.
Luke
Lakers
Walton.
are a great league pass team.
Yeah.
They
You
are.
tune into the Lakers,
They're all,
they're
just,
so
they're all
fun.
young dudes who just want to dunk and
Yeah.
run
And
around.
Lakers fans are so fun as well.
Yeah.
Like because whether or not they're right or wrong, they're always hype
It
about
sucks
the team.
seeing
Yeah.
a big market like LA struggle, like because their fans are so diehard. Like I'm a Celtics fan, so I hate them, but like I want them to be good.
You
so
want
we
them
can
to
be
be good enough so the rivalries
Exactly.
are yeah, exactly.
What's D'Angelo putting up, Matt?
Well, like Rob said, he's only playing 27 minutes a game, which is weird for
Wow.
your
Who else are
starting
they
guard.
playing? Oh, Lou Williams,
Jordan Clarkson.
Clarkson.
They do have a lot of
Yeah,
guards,
that's
granted.
true.
But he's like their big He's like the
He's
dude,
the
isn't
future.
Does
He is
did
the
start for
future.
them? He starts, yeah.
Yeah,
He
starts,
is the future. of
But
that
that's one
team.
thing you got to give Luke Walton is he's not afraid to use his bench if he thinks
Yeah.
they're the right.
I think he fits that LA style.
Yeah.
D'Angelo's
Absolutely.
got
He's
the
such a-
swag, you know.
He's such a Lakers
Ice
player.
in his veins are. Oh,
Do you guys
God.
remember Nick Young? Because he's back and
Yeah.
he's
He is
playing
back.
and
legit
he is
basketball.
playing
somehow.
elite defense
Yeah.
this season.
Swaggy Pete.
Swaggy
no,
Pete.
Swaggy
D'Angelo 17 points a game. He's shooting 39 from 3 as well. 39%
Yeah,
from
that's
3.
good. Does he pass much? Is that something he does?
4.5
there?
assists.
Yeah, alright.
He's I think he's arguably more of a combo guard, but like he will obviously be a point guard
Yeah.
for this team. But yeah, no, he's playing well. Lakers are doing much better than anticipated, and I think Walton's probably got a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I'd say
because
so.
now they're actually shooting threes. Unlike
Yeah.
That's what the Lakers needed. They needed someone to bring the winning culture back, and Walton, coming from the Warriors, he knows all about that winning culture.
And it's specifically about teams that shoot a lot of threes and
Exactly.
just like he's making them play like Golden State, which is a winning strategy.
I could
at the moment.
imagine a very interesting first versus 8th seed Golden State LA first
Yeah.
round that would be quite.
The Lakers could
enjoyable.
steal a game or two.
Yeah.
They'll definitely run them around even if
Yeah.
they don't. Yeah.
I think assistant coach now head coach versus mentor, young up and coming Lakers versus supposed dynasty Golden
Yeah.
State. But the Lakers might even be better than the 8th seed,
Yeah, we
Exactly.
don't know.
But that might be worse.
and
They
Golden
might
State
bomb.
might be worse than
Exactly,
the first
who knows?
seed.
Yeah.
So just quickly before we wrap this up, I just want to ask you guys, at this point in the season, who is your pick to win the title?
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
It's still Golden State for me.
Matt?
Yeah, look, it's hard to go against one of those two.
Wait, if I say Clippers, am I going to jinx it?
No, just who? No, not who would you like it. Who do you think will win?
I think Golden State will win.
Yeah, I still think Golden State
Yeah.
will eventually win, but
Clippers
just-
conference finals.
So I still believe in the Clippers. I mean, but the Bulls, man, you
I,
can't stop the Bulls. They're going to
I
win
don't
every
think, I
game
don't think
from
we
now
talk
on.
to each other if a Clippers Bulls finals happen, regardless of the
I
outcome.
think we would. I think it would be nothing but trash talk, and you being like, "Yep, go Mo Spates."
Yeah.
These-
Yeah, I think you'd try and trash talk me, and I'd be like, man, I have no expectations. I didn't think this was possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've learned to never go against LeBron. Or you
Yeah.
get your heart
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
happened
think
year after year after year.
The Cavs have the least amount of questions surrounding their whole entire team.
That's true.
And Kyrie is just blitzing.
Yeah,
this season.
Yeah.
they're almost like, because they're just doing what we expected them to do, which is be good. They're almost under the radar.
Yeah, the other night, LeBron dropped 29 points, 14 assists, 9 rebounds, and no one cared.
yeah,
But
because-
that is an incredible
But one
game.
thing
that
everyone's
does.
missing is, even though the Cavs are having a really good season so far, they're not the first seed in the East. The Hawks are. The Hawks are
They
back.
are
They're
equal.
back to 2 years ago Hawks. Yeah, but the Hawks. I think the Hawks beat them, maybe, or maybe they haven't played. But
I
either
think
way,
Dwight-
the Hawks are
They're on a
looking
6-game
like
winning streak.
the
Dwight
Hawks are
helps.
looking like the Hawks of old.
Yeah,
Dwight looks good.
I didn't think Dwight would come in and like be this good.
I
think
thought Dwight would have a good season, but I didn't anticipate.
I thought
this
he'd be
good
better,
season.
but not like this good. Yeah.
He looks healthy for the first time. He moves around the court.
He looks healthy. He looks happy, and he just
Exactly.
fits into the system.
Yeah.
Another shout out to Blake, who called Dwight Howard Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Yeah. Do we have any thoughts on
Shout out to
DP
Fuck
away?
off, Blake.
Kawhi
It's
Leonard.
way too early to call
Kawhi
it.
Leonard.
100%
Yeah.
too well.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be cow.
Yeah, do you guys want to talk about any other teams? Hornets are good. DeMar DeRozan, he's
I
Kobe.
think
Oh,
he's
my.
killing it.
He's Kobe now.
What's the biggest disappointment for the season?
Is it the Wizards? 2-8.
Is it the Wizards or is it the Pelicans?
No, the Pelicans are hurt, so it's like
and they're getting Drew. They are getting Drew.
They're
And
getting
Tarek
Drew back.
soon.
They're getting them
Yeah.
back Friday.
the Wizards are
Oh,
a good
really?
call.
Yeah.
Oh.
Either I'm not sure if that's America's Friday or our Friday, but
Yeah.
either tomorrow or the day after, Drew's back.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I think
That'd
I'd
be
say
good.
the Wizards because they've got so many good players and they just can't quite.
Yeah. See, but the
Like-
Wizards, they were always going to be either a good team or a bomb team. But
Yeah.
there have been a few games where they've shown flashes of the Wizards they should be, where
Yeah.
they really took it to the Cavs, and they've taken it to a couple of really good teams, and they just needed to click.
I'm going to go with the Knicks.
Yeah.
I am not a fan
The
of
Knicks were talked up a lot at the start of the
The
They're
Knicks
season.
were not talked up at all.
I
D-Rose
just-
said they were a super team, and everyone ripped them like, no, you're not. So I don't see how there were expectations.
They're
on
5
them.
and 6, but they look gross.
They're 5
like
and
near
6.
500.
They're almost a playoff team.
Yeah,
No
I do-
everyone was saying, "Oh, they're not going to make the playoffs. They're just a bunch of has-beens or never was's." And
I don't know if people said they wouldn't make the playoffs. I,
I-
just think
yeah,
the strategy
not,
just
ma-
doesn't
not,
make much
not many
sense.
people had them. Their over-under was below 500.
Okay, that's probably not right.
I hate Carmelo Anthony's demeanor on the court. It is lifeless. Not even the Kawhi Leonard, I'm a killer lifeless. The Melo, I'm going to take 18 footers.
I don't want to be
And-
here.
Yeah.
I hate the thing I hate about the Knicks is the Porzingis does not get as many touches.
And when he does,
the games he does, he has been
He's awesome.
lighting it
Yeah, he
up.
put up 35 the other day.
Yeah, he ripped the Bulls apart the other
Yeah.
day because he got touches, and then the next game he puts up like 5
I
points. 'cause
wonder
they
if
don't give him
Melo
touches.
ever learns to transition away from I'm going to score and hold the ball a lot to maybe I'm not the best player on this team anymore.
I don't
he
think
needs,
so.
he needs to,
I think his pride is probably too much.
Yeah.
he needs to take a Paul Pierce 2008 and be like, I've got good players around me. It's time to become an all-round player, not just a scorer.
And the thing with Pierce is like, at the end of games when they needed him, suddenly he'd be like, oh yeah, I'm
It's
fresh,
still
I'm going to
Pierce.
dagger people because I'm
Exactly.
not tired. And I'm,
I don't like, because Carmelo could be such a great player.
yeah.
Well, he is a great player, but he's
He's
not he doesn't want it.
He's a very good player.
Yeah.
I would not consider him great at this stage. He could go either way on Hall of Fame because he's a great. He's a very good player himself, but what's he done?
I think Melo's a Hall of Famer.
He gets in.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. He like at this moment he will be a Hall of Famer, but he's not first ballot by
Yeah.
any means.
Okay. Matt, do you have any other teams? You're looking at the standings over there. Do you want to talk about Pistons or Bucks or Pacers maybe?
They're very middle 500
Yeah.
teams.
I think a lot of it. It's too early to talk about these middle teams. I think.
Yeah,
I think
I'd
it
say
was
so.
interesting that Paul George called out his entire Pacers team, saying, we look dead out there.
He is true. I expected a lot better from this basis.
guys-
They have raw talent.
Yeah.
And they really should be.
Do
Doing
you guys have a take on that? Like, do you think that actually helps a team to have your best player call
Yes.
you out in
Yeah.
public?
It has been proven with the Bulls. Jimmy calls out the Bulls, and the next 3 games we won.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
we should see what something happened with the Wizards there. I don't know if you guys saw, but Marcin Gortat came out and said that Wizards have one of the worst benches in the league. That's really harsh.
Strong take.
That's really harsh. So
to just
But
a select group of guys.
exactly, like 5 or 6 guys on your
Is he
team.
wrong?
It's like
He's not wrong. Their bench
It's like
is trash.
in my GM on 2K where you can, when you upset the media enough
Yeah.
and then you have to throw one part of your team under the bus.
Yeah.
Martin obviously just didn't have
He
the
just-
media standing
he
high
just
enough.
chose
One thing that I was reading about today was I don't know if any of you would have seen it, but did you see what Giannis was saying about Delhi?
One of the best teammates. he's
He's
had,
one
I
of the
think.
best teammates, and LeBron said the exact same thing last season. So
Australia shout
this is great for Delhi, he's already earning his contract with his locker room
He is
presence
better.
and his on the court
That's true.
grind, and
I'm actually
it's just good to see players like that getting the recognition they deserve.
I'm sort of surprised by the Bucks. I thought they'd be a bit worse than they are.
So did I.
With
A
Middleton,
lot of people,
yeah.
a lot of people thought they'd be a pretty
With-
good team,
with
but I
Middleton, I
was
thought
a
they
big
would be, yeah.
skeptic.
Do we have a timetable of Middleton's return? How far?
He's out all
No,
season.
he's out for the season.
Oh, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well,
just
they've been.
like,
I
I thought their
That's why
spacing just
they
wouldn't work.
picked up Beasley and
What did he do? Tear his hamstring?
yeah. That's
Oh.
why they traded Carter Williams to the Bulls for Snell.
Oh,
And
Snell.
isn't the NBA funny where you have your whole preseason with a whole group of guys, you get an injury, you make a trade. Tony
Bang.
Snell's already starting for them.
Yeah,
And that's just,
Or
you
as
have to
soon as he
scramble.
came over, he was
Yeah.
starting.
and he
for
was a bench player at the Bulls, and now it's just like, okay, how things change in 2
them.
weeks.
Yeah, it's
It's
nuts.
the different value, different teams seeing different guys. Yeah. Anyone else got any takes on teams? We've almost got to leave. We've got a little bit longer if you guys want to. And the other teams.
What team do you think needs to make a trade right now?
The Mavs, they need a
Kings
trade.
trade
They
them
need
up.
a trade 9.
Kings to
So,
market.
but-
Kings need to blow
by
it up.
need, it makes me think like a team that could be in contention.
Yeah, they
just
need,
maybe
yeah,
needs
okay.
a bit
step
more.
So
forward.
not a team that needs to make a crucial trade to make a difference.
I reckon it might be the Raptors, just
Yeah.
because like they're really, really good, and if they have a power forward, like consistency from the power forward, which is
Yeah.
touchy because Damare is hurt and he could come back and get more in rhythm. And Matt and I like Patrick Patterson, but he's not like
He's not the guy.
he's not going to wow
He's
you,
not the
but he's
Okay.
a solid player.
I'd like to see what Jared Sullinger.
Yeah,
Provides
he's coming back as well. So it's the sort of thing where right now they've got some options to sort of wait, but
They're a weird team. They've been starting their first round. Was he first round pick? Yes, he
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Pascal Siakam.
Oh.
Yeah,
he-
Siakam.
A power forward.
See,
Siakam.
the only problem with him is he's very careless on defense. He's a good defender, but he fouls a lot.
Yeah, well, he's a rookie.
Yeah,
That's,
he
what,
does
that's
just-
what I mean. Like it's gonna come.
It's
but
crazy
it's
that
just
the Raptors are a contender and they've got like their first. There was pick 27 and they're starting him.
yeah,
Like you wouldn't think that would happen on the
on
Cavs
a
or
legit
Warriors.
contender. But yeah,
the team I reckon that needs to make a trade is the Hornets. They're doing really well, but they have a lot of assets too. They can make a trade, get another almost all-star caliber player,
yeah.
or even an all-star caliber player, and that could push them into
Yeah.
the up to the tier where everyone respects them as much as they respect the Celts, the Cavs.
I think, but the interesting question is whenever you say which team needs to make a trade, the interesting question about that is like who do you go and get?
Who do you
can
get
go
rid
and get?
of? Who do you get rid of? Who do you bring in?
Because like you think like which power forwards are available that are good enough to to add to this team.
Mate, all they need is Taj.
Taj
Is having
Yeah.
a year to remember.
He's always been good and he's just getting a chance now.
Exactly.
The Eastern Conference for 4th to 8th seed is very close. So, you might see one of those teams like, I don't know, Detroit, maybe even
Detroit are having a good year.
Just try and shake it up and get
I could
an
honestly
impact
see that.
player.
Yeah.
Detroit are good without. Is Reggie Jackson back yet?
No,
No.
Ish Smith
Yeah.
was done.
So-
And they're still, over 500 easily. So
Alright, well, I reckon we might finish up then.
yeah,
That's my
good, that's a good place to end it. Bulls winning the title.
Come find
Clippers
us.
losing 7.
Come find us at the-roster.net. We're on Facebook at roster.net, Twitter at roster tweets. This will all be in the episode description. Send us an email at rostermail@gmail.com if you got questions. So, because I think that'd be fun if I could drop a question on you guys at the end of the next episode. But yeah, Rob mentioned in the car that we might just have to send ourselves ones and act like we've got a lot of followers.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Mate, I'm gonna send us 15 emails when I get home.
Yeah, just like, oh guys,
And then none of them are going to be questions. It's all just going to be trolling.
yeah, we're gonna have to do a whole episode of questions because we've just got so many, and it'll just be you sending us memes.
What's your favourite meme of the year?
That'd be an interesting podcast, but memes are all visual, so that maybe not.
Video cast.
If you're listening, thanks for listening, and if you're not listening, you're not hearing me say this. So I'll see you next time, and goodbye.
Josh Smith sucks.